is Arua or Kungiri, we know that you are there. So for us, at our side, at our level, we will continue to appreciate you, because you are the frontline soldiers of the party. You are the immediate shock absorbers of the party. You are the immediate recipients of the good and bad news of the party. So that in itself cannot be discounted. We can never undermine your contribution. I want to congratulate all our members who were nominated for the different positions in local government. I know that Babide, where is Babide? Babide played a very key role in mobilizing and coordinating our members to be nominated in the local government elections. Babide, we want to thank you. We appreciate. And let me tell you something about this lady. In that process, she was, in some instances, she was using her personal resources. Her personal resources. Then when she gets stuck somewhere, she will call either the party chairman or the secretary general, the party president, to say, Bana, you are not being named. And then you are like, what are you doing? Say, I have councillors who are nominating. We need nomination fees. I have put in mine, but I now need support. So Babide, we want to thank you. That is the true Jeema spirit. The real Jeema spirit is what Babide has been doing, and it is what all of you have been doing, even if we don't openly talk about it here. Now, to those who were nominated successfully for local government, please, let's convey this message to them. Number one, to tell them that they have made the best choice to carry the flag of this party. This party, Jeema Justice Forum, is a very unique party. And because it is unique, sometimes we are misunderstood. Because we don't play normal or ordinary bandwagon politics. When you don't play normal bandwagon politics, sometimes you are misunderstood. But I keep telling you and reminding you that there is two fundamental words, letters, that define who we are. That letter J in the acronym Jeema, justice, is something that people must keep at the back of your mind at all times. So for us, every situation, we put on lenses of justice. Where others are putting on other lenses, for us we are putting on lenses of justice. Then there is that letter M in Jeema, which is moral integrity. Again, another vital issue. Over the weekend, I was on a radio station, and I was saying that, you see, I don't expect a Jeema person to engage in vulgar language of Wemula. That's not Jeema. Vulgar language, and you are in Jeema. That you have disagreed with somebody and therefore you vulgarize them. Engage in obscenities. You are defying or undermining moral integrity. That you are disagreeing with somebody and you are abusing them. And that is our uniqueness. The only party. So that is who we are. And that is Jeema. Please, at all times, I want to request that you live by those values, you live by those ideals. So the people who are carrying our flags at that level have to have that at the back of their mind. We want to ask them to engage with the electorate, engage with the citizenry, because those in local governments are the real foundation of the party. You recall initially, this party began from the top. 1996, it was at the top. 2001 at the top. A decision was taken that let's try to begin moving down. That's why we cherish the councillors in the local government. They are going to make a firm foundation. Because time has come for us to go back to the top, I think. So, you people, you relate with these people, tell them that we are looking towards them to see that our goals at the grassroots are achieved. Now, next week, I think next week, we'll be having nominations for parliamentary candidates. Again, I want to thank party members who have expressed interest to contest for parliamentary positions on the ticket of Jeema. We want to thank you. We want to wish you very successful nominations, very successful campaigns, and victory in your respective campaigns. Now, I want you people to learn some lessons from me and the rest Honorable Hussein Chan. And that's how you are going to understand this party very well. For me to become an MP, I had contested for 4 times. 4 times. Yes. It was at my 5th attempt that I became an MP. But in those 4 times, there were many challenges. We had, for example, the NASA Antege Sebagala wave. I contested for MP under that wave, around that time. And the first time I contested for MP in 2001, I actually got 1 vote. 1 vote like this. 1 vote like this, and it was not mine. Neither was it for my wife. Actually, I don't know who voted for me. But I got 1 vote. But I never gave up. I didn't give up. Neither did I change party. You understand? I never gave up, neither did I change the what? The same happened to Honorable Chanjo. The first time he contested, he didn't go through. He didn't change parties. He could have chosen DP at that time. Ajisam, I think that was the time DP was at the peak. The first time he contested. Yes. He could have chosen, and if he had joined the DP, probably he would have been elected. Because it was DP at that time. So we withstood that wave. We withstood that wave. Then came the FDC wave. I contested under FDC wave. I didn't go through, but I didn't change party. I didn't. I remained consistent and loyal to Jeema. There is the Nupu wave now. But we are saying for us, we are Jeema. Some of our colleagues were here, and they went, and we wish them well. We wish them well. But for us, we are here. Therefore, there is also good in being consistent and patient. We may not go through the same trajectory, but the point I'm trying to drive home is that be loyal to your party. And when you are good, people will vote you. When you are good, people will vote you. And when it is your time, it is your time, regardless of the party you are in. I am saying this because there are many temptations around here. Very many temptations. In our area, if you are not seen with this one, but you can also go. But it is also not a guarantee that where you are going is an automatic or direct ticket to parliament. It is not a guarantee. So, for us, we are Jeema. That is who we are, that is what we are. And that is the call I am making to you and our parliamentary candidates who are due for nomination next week. Some support to our candidates. That has been our policy, not so? Yes, those who have been contesting on our party ticket. In our humble ways, we always find some humble means of extending support to our candidates in various forms. Where we should to extend financial support to all the ladies who were contesting for parliament, and we did contribute nomination fees. It was only the ladies. Yes, there was that time. And there was a time we made posters for every candidate, be it at local government and MP, in our humble ways. Now, some of these things we are talking about don't happen in other party comes, little as it may be appreciated. That's our ability. That is our what? Our ability. We may want to have more than that, but we may not be in a position. And I think it's also important for us to say that. It is true that as a party, we receive money appropriated by government. But as you are aware, that money is distributed on numerical strength. So in this quarter, we received about 28 million, 25 million, as you may have been informed. And I will request our finance secretary and the accountant at some other time to make these accounts available to the members to understand how the money is what? Is spent. Yes, so that people know. Because also, sometimes some of us amongst us make unfair accusations about the leadership. There is no money to be eaten. Fortunately, the newspapers these days are doing us good. Every coin that is released to parties, they put it in the papers. So you know how much Jeema has received. You know how much Jeema has what? Has received. So we received the 28 million, so you know there is 28 what? 25 million. So you will know there is 25 million. And if you are 33 candidates, for example, at parliamentary, then you know the 25 cannot support a nomination for the 33. So you begin making calculations in your own head. Okay? But I think what is important is for our people dealing with finances to explain. By the way, we had hoped and we had expected that our understanding of the law, which by the way I have been arguing in Parliament, both the 10th Parliament and the 11th Parliament, voice. Because when it comes to money, I speak alone. In the 10th Parliament, towards elections, I did argue that in election time we are supposed to receive money equally. Even the then Attorney General came on the floor and conceded. But I was a lone voice. FDC, which was a majority at that time, they could not back me on the floor. Because in their thinking, how could Jeema be getting the same amount of money with them? Jeema with only one MP. In this 11th Parliament, right from the Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee, on the floor, I have been making the same argument. But again, NUP, which is the biggest party with the highest, could not come to my aid, to my support. Why? How do we get the same amount of money with Jeema? So we would rather lose the equal sharing than Jeema getting money. When we were in IPOD, just the other day in Kololo, I raised that very same argument. Until Mr. Museveni said he had received a legal opinion from the Attorney General that for money for us to qualify for equal funding, there should have been a special appropriation from Parliament. And that money which was in the budget was intended for numerical strength. I didn't agree with the interpretation. Unfortunately, I couldn't argue because the Attorney General was not there. So I couldn't argue with Museveni, who is not a lawyer. I couldn't. So that is how also we left that place without our achievement. I can assure you, with our transparency, with our frugality, if we had received that 2 billion, if we had received it, I think people knew, with our accountability, all these 33 would be in Parliament. Because my own intelligence tells me that our candidates are on the ground. But just basic resources, basic, not even enormous, but basic, just basic resources to make you move from point A to B, to buy some bottles of water for just basic, and it would be good to go. I was very, very shocked. The 2 billion. I'm very sure we would go an extra mile. Now, I am not lamenting, and I'm not saying that simply because the money is not there, we should give up and go away. No. Work within the circumstances you are in. Because you are not alone. Okay? And why I'm saying this Agnes from Lamo here, this lady here, I was confronted by your MP. Your MP, me, I didn't know you were an issue on the ground. Your MP, who is my friend, found me at Parliament. What do you want from me? Then I said, what? And by that time, I had not known that Agnes was contesting. Me to be a first-time MP. Then I said, what's the problem? He said, this girl, Agnes. Then I said, hey, is there Agnes contesting with you? She said, yes, the Jeema woman. Then deep inside my heart, I said, oh, kumbe, we are being felt. Because I hadn't known. So I asked the SG. Because your constituency is represented by a former captain, one captain or major. Eh? He's a soldier, he's a retired soldier. I know him very well. Because I am his boss in the Parliamentary Sports Club. He plays golf. So I didn't know you were making the man uncomfortable. Now, if you have, where you hear an incumbent complaining, then you know what is underground. So it means Agnes only needs basics to become an MP. Basics. And pray that we will be able to overcome some of these challenges that we are getting. I'm also aware